Okay, we'll start with a trigonometric equation, and this is the cosine of x plus 1 times 2 sine of x minus the square root of 3 equals 0, and this is going to be on the interval 0 to 2 pi, close at 0, open at 2 pi. And when we have an equation like this and we have two factors that multiply to give 0, we use the fact that if two numbers, a times b equals 0, we know that either a equals 0 or b equals 0. So that's what we want. And that's what we have. So, cosine of x plus 1 equals 0, or 2 sine of x minus the square root of 3 equals 0. So again, we have these two factors multiplied to give 0, so I know one or the other must be 0. So I just solve each side, or each equation, should say. So cosine of x equals -1, or 2 sine of x equals the square root of 3, divide both sides, divide both sides by 2, and I get the sine of x equals the square root of 3 over 2. So those are my two little mini equations, and we've solved these before. So we can look at the cosine. Now I like to draw a graph, and I know the graph of the cosine looks like this, but you can use your unit circle. This is going to be 2 pi. This will be pi. So I know the cosine goes like this. This is going to be 1, this will be -1. So it's equal to -1 at pi, so x equals pi. Is that part of the solution? And then over here, when is the sine of x equal to the square root of 3? It's positive. So where's my sign positive? All students take calculus, so it's positive in this quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So I'm going to be in these two quadrants. When is the sine of x equal to the square root of 3 over 2? That's going to be when x is equal to what? Pi over 3. But I'm also in the second quadrant, the first and second quadrant, because I'm positive. So x will equal also 2 pi over 3. So there's my solution. And sometimes we put these in order, not necessarily. The case and 2. So there's your solution. Hope that helps.